So this was the breakup of seats in the House of the People. Two things that you have to remember in regarding House of the People is that first, the members to House of the People, the members from the states and UTs to the House of People are directly elected by the electors of the state and UT. This is the first important point. Second important point is that the members, the seats. Second important point is that the seats are allocated. The seats in the House of the People, the seats in the House of People are allocated on the basis of dividing or determining and delimiting the constituencies in the states and the UTs. So this is the two things that we have to remember about regarding House of the People, apart from the membership and breakup of seats. Now let's talk about the breakup of seats in the Rajya Sabha and membership in the Rajya Sabha. So Rajya Sabha is also called the House of Elders. Rajya Sabha is also called House of the Elders. Rajya Sabha, House of the Elders. So it is the elder chamber of the Parliament, House of the Elders. And this is also in English it is called Council of States. One important point regarding Rajya Sabha is that the members are indirectly elected. So the members to House of the Elders or Rajya Sabha are not directly elected by the electors of the state, but indirectly elected by the members to the legislative assemblies of the states and UTs having their own legislature. So the members to the Rajya Sabha are not directly elected, they are indirectly elected. They are elected by the representatives, that is the members of the legislative assemblies of the states and legislature of the UTs. And only two UTs have their own legislature. So the members of Union Territory of Delhi, the members of legislature of Union Territory of Delhi, and the members of legislature of Union Territory of Pondicherry, only these two have their own legislature. These are the Union Territory. Despite they have the legislature, so their legislature will elect they will also be represented in the Rajya Sabha, and they have the seats to Rajya Sabha. Delhi has 3 seats in Rajya Sabha, Puducherry has only 1 seat in the Rajya Sabha, 1 member in the Rajya Sabha. So these are the 2 important points that you have to remember. First thing that you have to remember is that the members are indirectly elected. Second thing that you have to remember, indirectly elected by the members of the legislative assemblies of the states and union territories having legislature, such as Delhi and Puducherry. And second thing that you have to remember is that only Delhi and Puducherry have their state legislature, and they have the seats representation in the Rajya Sabha. They have seats in the Rajya Sabha because they have legislature, and they are members of their legislature of Delhi and Puducherry can elect members to Rajya Sabha. Second important point that you have to remember regarding Rajya Sabha is that second important point that is important with respect to Rajya Sabha is that the breakup of seats or allocation of seats or membership to the Rajya Sabha, to the states and the union territories have been provided by Schedule 4. So Schedule 4 of Indian Constitution talks about the breakup of seats or allocation of seats to the states and union territories. Next, now let's talk about the breakup of seats in the Rajya Sabha to the different union territories. So Rajya Sabha is the House of Elders, and not more than the total membership or the maximum membership of Rajya Sabha is not more than 250, members, and they are indirectly elected by the representatives of the states, especially members of the legislative assemblies of the states and members of the legislative assemblies of the union territories that have their legislature. So not more than 250 members. Second, out of these 250 members, at present in the Rajya Sabha we have only 245 members. So 245 members, and out of these 245 members, 229 are the representatives of the states, and rest 12 members will be nominated by the President, by the President of India, from the areas like art, literature, science and social service, etc. So all these areas, and rest 9, not more than 9 members from the union territories. But Parliament has power to decide the members from the union territories in the Rajya Sabha. Parliament has the power to decide the membership of union territories in the Rajya Sabha has been given to Parliament. So the power to decide the membership of union territories or representation of union territories in the Rajya Sabha has been given to the Parliament. So Parliament has decided the number, and at present there are only 5 members. There are only 4 members from UTs in the Rajya Sabha, 3 from Delhi, Union Territory of Delhi, and 1 from Puducherry. So these are only 4 members at present from the Union Territory. No other Union Territory has been represented in Rajya Sabha. So no other UT has been represented in Rajya Sabha, because all the other union territories, the population is not so much that they can be given a seat in the Rajya Sabha. So this is the breakup of the seat, and this is all about the membership in the Rajya Sabha and House of the People. So this is the thing that we have to know about this thing. Apart from this thing, we will talk about some other things about. So the next thing is that the election process. In the next following questions, we will talk about the election process. Election process of members to Lok Sabha, how the election is conducted to the membership of the Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, and how the president is elected, how the vice president is elected, how the members of state legislative assemblies are elected, how the members of state legislative councils, there are some states that have state legislative councils, so how these members are elected or selected, and then we will talk about the electoral college of the president, electoral college of the president, that who are the members that form the electoral college of the president to elect president, and who are the members that form the electoral college of vice president. So electoral college of vice president, So these things are a thing, and then we'll talk about who are the members that elect the members to Rajya Sabha. So how the membership of Rajya Sabha is decided. One more thing that you have to know with respect to election is that with respect to the House, the Parliament, is that there is delimitation commission. Parliament has power to set up delimitation commission, and this delimitation commission has power to delimit the boundaries of the Lok Sabha constituencies. So as we know that we have discussed that there are 530 seats that are given to the states, and these 530 members are elected by the people directly. So which areas are to be given how much seat, or which state has to be given how much seat, is decided by the delimitation commission. So delimitation commission delimit the boundaries or decide the constituencies, Lok Sabha constituencies, and there are other delimitation commissions that decide in a state, that decide the constituencies of state legislative assembly constituencies also. So delimitation commission are nothing, just these are the commission. This is the commission set up by the parliament to delimit the Lok Sabha and state legislative assembly constituencies in a state. So this is the thing that is an extra information that we have to know. And as we know that up to 2026 the seats to Lok Sabha has been frozen. It means it can neither be reduced, neither be the membership of the states or representation of the states in the Lok Sabha has been frozen up to 2026. It means it can neither be reduced nor be increased up to 2026. But again in 2026, when this limit expires, the parliament will have power to increase the seats in the Lok Sabha. So this is the thing, that extra information that we have to remember, that delimitation commission is set up by the parliament to delimit the boundaries of the Lok Sabha constituencies, or to decide the boundaries of Lok Sabha constituency, to select these 530, or to elect the 530 members from the states. And with respect to union territories, parliament has power to increase or decrease the seats. Parliament has power to increase or decrease the seats of the union territories, to determine the seats of the union territory, representation of the union territories in the Lok Sabha. So these are things, these are some extra information that we have to remember. So in this we talked about the election to the Lok Sabha, election to the Rajya Sabha, and the membership of the Lok Sabha and Rajya